Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to talk about the disconnect between Japan's GDP growth and everyday life. Japan's economy is often in the headlines, especially when it comes to gross domestic product (GDP). Recently, it was big news when Japan's nominal GDP was overtaken by Germany, dropping Japan to the fourth largest economy in the world. As Japan's GDP continues to grow, it might seem like a positive sign, but many people feel that their everyday lives aren't improving. How can the country's economy be growing while its citizens feel left behind? In today's topic, I would like to explore the reasons behind this disconnect. So what is GDP and why does it matter? To understand this, it's essential to know what GDP is. GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product, which is the total value of goods and services produced within a country during a specific period. It's often used to measure the economic health of a country. There are two types of GDP: nominal GDP, which measures the value in current prices, and real GDP, which adjusts for inflation and gives a clearer picture of whether the economy is growing in terms of actual output. Japan's GDP is growing, so why don't people feel better off? Despite Japan's nominal GDP exceeding 600 trillion yen for the first time, many people aren't feeling the benefits in their daily lives. The rise in GDP partly due to higher prices rather than an actual increase in the quantity or quality of goods and services. This kind of price increase, often called bad inflation, can make life harder because people have to spend more money without getting more value in return. For example, rising car prices might boost GDP, but if the increase is just due to higher cost of materials rather than improved technology or features, it doesn't make people's lives better. In contrast, good inflation occurs when prices rise because of higher demand and better wages, which allows people to spend more and improve their quality of life. Why does this matter for Japan? Japan is facing a complex economic situation. On one hand, the country is still one of the wealthiest in the world, with high GDP per capita, meaning that, on average, Japanese people are relatively well off. However, rising prices, especially for essentials like food and energy, are making it harder for people to maintain their standard of living. This is especially challenging in a country with a shrinking and aging population, where fewer people are working to support an increasingly older population. So what can be done? To improve the situation, experts suggest that Japan needs to focus on increasing wages and boosting productivity. Higher wages would help people cope with rising prices and stimulate more spending, which could lead to more sustainable economic growth. Additionally, investing in technology and innovation could help increase productivity, meaning that Japan could produce more with fewer workers, which is crucial as the working population continues to decline. In conclusion, while Japan's GDP growth is a sign that the country's economy is still strong on the global stage, the reality for many people is that this growth isn't translating into better quality of life. To bridge this gap, it will be essential to focus on policies that promote good inflation by increasing wages and productivity, ensuring that economic growth benefits everyone. Thank you for listening.